It's a problem right now. I don't think we have the luxury of just waiting. Good morning. Welcome back. Day 3 of the Hui Backdoor Shootout presented by Keiki Bungalows. Mahalo, mahalo. My name is
We
Ezra
back in
Rodriguez,
action.
and with me in
Hey,
the
did you
booth
guys
today is
the live chat
surfer
disappear
legend and
on the
Janko.
Surfline stream a little bit ago, or was it just me?
Ezra, thank you very
I was
much.
like, did they block me because I was starting my own stream?
Hammer out some backdoor
But
and pipe barrels. We've seen
I mean,
both
I'm
directions.
just commentating on this stream
Yesterday, mostly all
because
white
it's Ivan's
line.
Heat. The
Pretty
waves are
ugly
going off,
conditions
and I'm
at
gonna
times
be.
during the
I mean, this is the
lineup.
Dewey Backdoor Shootout. It's streamed on Surfline, so we're just gonna be
Japan
watching it
said
together
those
on
guys
my
actually
channel.
would have spent more time underwater than above the
Oh,
water.
Kieran, up and riding.
These guys today now are spending more time in the tube
Didn't make it.
Yes,
than anywhere else.
and one of the standouts in this team
Oh, damn, the
yesterday in his first and second surf was definitely
Surfline
Ivan Florence. And
somehow turned their
replacing
chat off, I
Nathan
guess.
Florence, as we have a contingency of brothers in this event, is Kona Oliveira, amazing surfer and
No chat mods, they turned it off.
And
Anyway,
another
okay.
guy that came out of
Quick rundown of what we're looking at here in this heat.
at Pipeline was
Ivan,
I mean,
Tori Meister,
he's
Kieran
definitely
Jabor, Makai McNamara, and I think it's Kona Olivero in the heat. So it's 5-man heat.
definitely stuck out.
I'm not in the heat. I'm here streaming. They're saying I'm in the heat.
Yes.
I'm doing everything at once, multitasking. Jamie's not in this heat. Both of us had to pull. I pulled out back injury. I'm not sure what happened with Jamie, but waves are firing, 6 to 10, and we have what I think is Tori Meister going right now. Oh, going right. Oh my gosh. So I think right as he bottom turned there, the backwash hit, and it threw him too high into the lip. If we see a backdoor angle, you'll see it looked like it crumpled his front leg, and he went too high into the lip. If you guys don't know Tori Meister, he's one of the best backdoor guys out there, and it's because he goes out on almost any conditions. He doesn't just go out when it's perfect. He goes out and specifically hunts the gnarliest backdoor waves. That's what's so hectic with his program. Oh.
Nice pipe wave, no make.
He's already had 2 waves.
Nonetheless, as I think Shadow was hard on his head.
Kieran, I don't know how and I don't know why, but the backdoor shootout every single year has the best days of the winter. Or it usually starts a crazy run of surf. Yeah, he just went too high on that thing with the backwash flare.
Yeah,
That's rare for Tori.
athletes in the pipe hammers.
Oh, we got Ivan.
They are all pipe
Go!
hammers.
Oh!
Some of them they have
Just
the same
didn't make it.
tips. Oof, he almost went over the balls.
Damn. The guy's probably on a tiny board. He needs to be on a bigger board. I can't see the chat because I have the main thing up, so I'll look on my phone what you guys are saying. Gotta fix the screen. Can't see the bottom of the screen. Weird. Okay, let me see. Let's see what we can do here. Whoa.
Is not being able to see the middle of the wave. Ivan, was able to pull back
Oh,
without getting
trippy.
sucked over the falls. It's so
Let me go like
powerful
this.
here in that zone. But also, I can
Damn it.
totally empathize with what he was looking at down there and not wanting any part of it.
Oh, I think I see what's going on here.
Is one of the most
I gotta fix this somehow.
acts of athleticism or sports, I believe.
Oh, I
And
see.
the whole realm of any sport that there is
Whoa.
in that moment.
Yeah, don't get me started. I mean, these people like in the 10 billion.
There we
10
go.
million, 15 million a year.
I see what's going on, you guys.
But look at these guys, you know what I mean?
Fixing
This is
now.
next level stuff. You're dealing with Mother Ocean. I mean, what the Pacific
I'm a
Ocean
noob
is
streamer, so forgive
moving
me.
in a way, velocity and speed-wise, right over Great All Reef. So
Yeah, gonna want to say good morning to my
Perfect.
folks
Think
that
I got it.
Happy Sunday to
hey,
no school. Hawaii, Nanea,
Go a little more up,
love you
pull it
guys.
down.
The support crew at home.
oh, big
Tuning
time.
in.
Tuning in. Thank you to my
Sweet.
family as
There we
well,
go.
Ruthie and Kamala, Baby Bets. Good to always,
That should do it.
have your family watching at home, waiting for us
fix it. Look at this. Regular stream, Lord.
And these guys are all into their third surf. They're going to get a fourth surf today, I think, Rock.
Oh gosh, the chat's just cut out.
Stick around later for the awards presentation. And as we know from backdoor shootouts in the past,
No way. I saw the funniest. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's just the funniest ad when I was looking at. It was like a weird bodybuilding ad running on here. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Are you guys getting ads run on this? I'm not sure. I saw an ad on my phone chat and it was just cracking me up. I'm guessing Ivan is on a really small board. He always rides tiny boards out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on like a 6'2". Makes it hard to catch waves, but on the wave you see how like this morning before the event he went out and I was watching on the Surfline live webcam, and he just got pretty much a 12. Took off way behind the peak, way behind the boil, spit out full foam ball ride. Someone, oh, Kieran Jabor paddling. Oh, it's almost got like a weird little texture to it. Usually when the sun hits it, I don't know why, but it just cleans the surface of it. Tori Meister paddling. No hand pumping. That was so sick. Wow. Backside, like the ultimate to backside is just to be able to let go of the rail, because backside when you're grabbing the rail, your shoulder is locked down close to your rail, and so you try to like, you just don't have that like visibility. But when you let go of that rail, you can turn your shoulders, and when you turn your shoulders, you get the whole visibility of the barrel as you would like a frontside barrel view. So when you're able to let go and get that no hand pump, like the view is so sick backside. Yeah, the back's good. It's super weird. I got to the MRI. Bert, my one primary doctor, said there was nothing he could really see. Oh, here on the replay, Tori. Sick. Nothing he could see wrong, so they're sending to a specialist, but I don't know. Maybe it's just really bad whiplash. Hopefully that, because I know I can heal from that. No, oh, there's a crazy right. Tori's gonna go swing under it. Oh my gosh. No, Tori. Oh my God. Notorious. Oh, Ivan up. Wow. Oh my gosh. Babe, look at this. Ivan just, I don't know if you guys saw it. He soul arched mid drop. He like did like a cruise soul arch. The guy is a style master. Are you kidding me? Tori paddling out, spun, turned under it. Such a technical takeoff. I've seen him pull it, but that was too much of a double up. Way behind, Ivan goes mid drop. He does a soul arch cruise and then engages and pumps. He can't help but be the style master. That was insane. Oh my God. My mom's calling me because she's so hyped. Yeah, text her. Tell her I'm streaming with my YouTube friends.
Because we're watching Nathan's live streaming right now. Can't answer.
Way good above the lip. He does all the tricks, the airs, and he can get
Oh, your mom's a savage. She has the red thing on.
I like his technique. You know, me and you are goofy footers. The way he
yeah, Jude.
Mom says, how was that?
Oh, insane. Tell her it was like a really good score. I want to see the replay. Juke squad, I got it set up. It took some, like, I started to stream and then I had to turn it off and start turning it off, but I got it figured out, so we're on here.
Yeah, the feel is definitely there. That
oh, Tori's, look at Ivan.
just went over, but here's Ivan with that.
Oh my gosh.
That was a lot of spin.
Oh, right there, the soul arch. Oh my God, that was insane.
Not as deep?
Yeah, channel angle's hard to tell. Kieran on an inside bowl. That's what's so fun about these heats. So because you're not like tripping on priority or like whatever, there is actually between this group It's mellow. You're a group of friends, so it's priority, but it's just in a taking turns way. But when you just got a wave and you're out and you're paddling back out, the guys that have been waiting are just gonna wait for a big one. But in this, it doesn't matter really where you are. Like, there's no like scoring or whatever, so you can just hunt insiders when it's not your turn and like have no fear of being in the wrong spot at the wrong time, because you know you're gonna be able to surf again. And so when pipe's firing, like, you could go out there with the mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I only have 30 minutes to try to get the wave of my life, or I'm gonna surf firing pipe and catch as many barrels as I can. Like, that's what happens to me. I spaz out and I'm like, I'm just gonna catch every wave. But the way Ivan surfs is different. He's a lot more patient than me. Oh, Tori must have broken his board.
Really patient, remember? Too patient.
I used to,
Wait.
yeah, I used to be patient when I was young, but that was, well, it's been like 3 to 4 hours out at pipe. 5-hour sessions not catching a wave because you're really specifically waiting for one wave that's going to change your life. Oh my gosh, Ivan again out the back. Oh my gosh, what? Go!
Go.
Way
go.
too chill. He didn't pump off the takeoff. Damn. I don't know if he would have been able to doggy door, but I don't know. I think he could have, he like stalled for a second off the takeoff.
I think that's another cool implementation of the Hui backdoor shootout is normal events, the surfers can get a ride in for a broken board, but then must paddle back out. But since it's a team thing, everybody's pretty mellow on, you know, who gets what, and providing rides back to the lineup gives them more opportunity, and spectators and folks that are watching, you get the surfer back out there sooner. There's more chance of action.
Exactly, and it's different from all the events you do. There's no priority or anything team format. But I mean, things get spicy every now and then because these guys want to.
Winter Quiver's looking like, I just ordered more guns for Jaws. I ordered a couple of 9/8s with a thruster setup, so I can use my thruster FCS setup, the same one I used in Ireland at Mulligmore. I ordered for Jaws. I really want to try that setup out there. Oh my god. The heat is pumping. I think Koa's next too, so I'll just stay on and watch Koa's heat. I'm injured, so I'm freaking just chilling here anyway. Tweaking on coffee. Kieran, looking, but not going. Probably a good decision. Had a lot of white water from the wave before. Oh, Ivan again. Oh, too deep. That wave was insane, but it just kind of ran off. Tori out the back looking. No, he's looking right. Again, in this heat, Tori Meister, Mackay McNamara, Kona Olivero, Ivan Florence, Kieran Jabor. Pipe, 8 to 10 foot. Good as it gets. Oh, Mackay. This is Mackay out the back going right now. Oh, watch out. Oh. Those are so hard because they peak up and they break just off the reef, and so they're not like the normal square part of the barrel, and you have to like high line to get into like the normal, like the bigger square part. But when that happens, for some reason, when it breaks and then opens next, like that opening causes an inhale, and you're in the barrel, and just that's that reverse spit you go feel goes. Yeah, the MRI. I got the MRI back, but I haven't seen it. Had one doctor look at it. He says it looks good, and so he's sending it to a back specialist to have it looked at. So I'll have a better idea of what's going on. I am happy to say I don't think it's anything serious. I think it's just like really bad whiplash maybe. I'm hoping it's just like the muscles. I felt like a big snap in my back, but I'm hoping it's just because I landed so hard on hard water in the barrel. Looks like Kieran looking at this. Go, Kieran. Oh.
Beautiful pipe wave disappeared
as good as it gets. As good as it gets.
Good ride for Mackay.
Yeah, he has really honed in on his pipe skills.
Like, how good is it that you could go out in this event and either have the opportunity to get the wave of your life at pipe or get like 6 really fun barrels, like as fun as a pipe day can be. Kona out the back looking, going. Oh, stall.
From deep.
Look back, Steez.
Good wave for him. Giant pocket ride.
I'm pretty sure that's Kona. I'm not totally positive, but if it is, it's sick because I just surfed Jaws with him 3 days ago now. So, guys like Kona, Billy, Tori, like, it's not explained the surf grind these guys are on. Like, Tori and I surf pipe together all day, 2 days before going to Jaws. That day before, Tori, I surfed like a 3.5 hour session, got on a plane, flew to Maui. Tori surfed like an 8 hour session, got on a plane, flew to Maui. The next morning, we're up at 5:30. We surfed Jaws. I get my back blown out. Tori surfed. Oh my gosh, look at that insider. Wow. To see if someone goes on this next one. Okay, nobody going. So, yeah, surf pipe 2 days in a row. Huge sessions. Getting work, getting beat down constantly. Go to Jaws, surf all day. Get on a plane the next day, fly back to Oahu, and then surf the shootout heats. 2 heats a day, 30 minutes with 5 guys, so you're catching a ton of waves and getting a lot of beat downs. And you guys saw pipe yesterday. It was 15 foot, as good and as big as it gets. Oh, what? When was this? Oh my gosh, Tori. Oh my gosh. Tori, this is the sickest heat. That was insane.
With a backdoor gem, and we could see as the swell drops, it also moves more north, so that is pretty par for the course for this type of swell.
Dude, where is Chicken Joe and Solomon in here? I'm looking at the chat right now on my phone.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, the later did get
I'm so psyched on this heat right now. This was the heat I was in. And I called Tori and I was like, hey, I think I got to pull out. I think Jamie's got to pull out. I think you can get in. And then he got in, and then I called Uncle Eddie and I said, hey, my back is like screwed. I don't think I can surf. And he's like, oh, perfect, I got a guy. And then Kona got in, so good people got in to spots, and I feel like I'm part of the team still. I'm on a group chat with the team, even though I'm not surfing in it, so I feel invested in this heat. And my brother's in it, obviously. John isn't doing these events because he's putting all his focus this year into just the tour. Last year he did so many events before the tour year start that it was just like kind of too much. He did the backdoor shootout, the Vans online triple crown, the Holly Eva event, the pipe qualifier event, which he won, and him and Ivan were in that final, and he won. And so he had like competitions, 5 competitions before the start of the tour year, and then to go into like the stress of the tour year is just like a lot. So he's saving all his energy and just prepping, just focused purely on tour this year. I think it's a good call.
East Coast, West Coast, wherever there's a body of water, and I'm hearing that there's also like in Alaska, like the tidal bore wave that comes in. Of course, the coastal surfers too. You guys,
they're a frothy bunch. I've watched them.
Frothy, and
You only get
so much
one shot.
respect.
Sam, are you watching right now? My buddy Sam Cousins is texting me those hilarious stuff. Oh my gosh.
Family vacation coming up in spring to Alaska, and we're gonna be right in the
Peeping
zone.
Sam.
I'll have
You
a
guys need
chance
to spam Sam in the comments.
No, just me. Just me. It's gonna be super cold for them.
Okay, gotcha.
But apparently there's a crew you can contact,
Yeah.
and they'll set you up and guide you right into it. So I think I'm gonna try to pull it off. We'll see, but that's still.
I wish I was down at my mom's house. I could sit here and stream with Buddy. But yeah, back to what I was saying. when these winter things start happening, the kind of grind you go on, the surf grind, gets so gnarly because, so like I said, pipe straight to jaws, and the way jaw swells are, they're a big version of what's perfect for pipe. And so when you are looking at a forecast, you see the jaw swell and you're like, oh my god, okay, it's gonna be the rise of the swell, pipe day. Get on a plane, go to Jaws, surf the Jaws day. Pipe's too big that day. Get on a plane, fly back to Oahu. Next day, after pipe Jaws, you surf pipe again. And it gets on these swell benders that are just brutal. We love them. We love being underwater. Tori is like my buddy in the water, where I don't care what's happening. If there's a cleanup set happening, he's next to me and we just start cracking up. We're like, why are we here again? If I am in this heat, there would be cleanup sets. That's a guarantee. If me and Tori are in the water together, there's going to be cleanup sets and we're going to be getting worked. Looks like Kieran paddling. Oh no, Ivan. Ivan up, riding. Oh, pump. Oh. Wave decisions. He said like 3 of those.
The gentleman had it queued up on his phone. Pretty
Jeez.
easily findable. Shows,
That sandbar section where he fell right there is so dangerous. It's so scary. Because it's, so what it is, it's like, you think, oh, that's a sandbar. But it's probably like 2 to 4 inches of sand over reef. So you can see right there under Ivan, there's chunks of reef and sand and reef. And so it's like this grit layer over the reef, and when you slam that, the sand is like as if the reef got layered in sandpaper, and so it just like grinds skin off. And if you're relaxed, you're like, oh, I'm gonna land on sandbar, you are most often just landing on concrete. That's where years ago, I think it was the backdoor shootout in the final heat, I was paddling out to surf after the event. Kalani Chapman rode a wave and he fell right there and he got hit in his head, and it was just the most heavy experience. We pulled him up by his leash unconscious, got him on the ski, and they had to resuscitate him on the beach, and due to the skill of the North Shore lifeguards, they were able to resuscitate him and bring him back to life on the beach. But that end section is just so gnarly in there, because when you fall there, that current, it does that thing in the video last year I talked about, where you get sucked into a current that's getting forced out while a set's coming in. That's what happens at gums. So oftentimes you're in a situation where you can't go in or out. Someone looking right, Kieran looking. Oh, whoa, go. We need land angle. Oh my gosh, you could see the drop was so steep he had to angle straight. When you know you're going to airdrop, it's better to angle straight, and you can hit the drop and then turn. But because if you knife too early, backside, your fins will come out because of the cup of the barrel, and if your fins come out, then you do a slide. But sometimes you can do like a hop to turn in the barrel. Yeah, the Ben Gravy video, that's the one I was talking about. So that's what's crazy about pipe. There's pipe, there's off the wall. That section is over there by off the wall that I spoke about in that other video. And then just on the right of pipe, if you're looking out, is gums and Aukai sandbar, and it's the same exact scenario there. Pipe doesn't have a defined channel on that inside. It's dangerous on both sides, but the thing is, like, that other spot has that. Oh my gosh, that drop was so heavy. The Aukai tower is right there, so the lifeguards are like right on it. Oh, Ivan again, too deep. Oh my gosh, that wave was so good. They're all a little too deep. Mackay out the back. Peeler, it's a runner. Go, go, go. Oh my gosh, go. Inhale. He would have made that if it didn't inhale. You can see the lip. When you see the lip, it's peeling fine, and then it turns white and pulls. It turns white and does like that, or it just all of a sudden it's a blue lip and it turns white on the inner surface. That's called the inhale. That's what's happening. Oh, thanks, Adam. Stoked. Stoked you guys are enjoying the podcast. Me and Cole wanted to start it like 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe, and we were just on different programs. I had gone to Europe. He was at home. We didn't get around to it, and then we were thinking we needed like this high-tech setup, and I was like, dude, screw the high-tech setup. Let's just get it together and do it with our handy cams. Like, we film everything with our handy cams. So mics, everyone can hear good enough. And so we just started it, and it's been super fun. It's super easy. Like, what we're sitting there doing, like, we do anytime we're hanging out, whether we're just checking the waves or like, oh, this is Makai's side angle. Watch the inhale. Right there. Boom. Most of the time, right before it spits that pipe, there's an inhale. It's a gap in the back of the barrel opening, like water going like this, and when it does that, I'm pretty sure it pulls air in from the sides of the barrel, and then it closes again, and because the water just all crumples onto itself, when it closes again, that creates, that air needs to exit, and it either goes up out the back in the explosion, or it creates the spit. Oh, it just almost looks like there's like weird texture out the back. Ooh, I hope that's not west winds coming. Oh, thanks, Em. I will. We have the audio files. We just need to make it's so funny. My wife was just telling us telling me it's not a podcast until it's on Spotify or iTunes. Babe, they agree with you.
Thank you.
Beautiful sunshine.
Now he'll listen.
I said it can be a podcast. It's on YouTube. That's all that matters. And she's like, no, it's not a podcast until it's on iTunes or Spotify. And I argued that, so you guys just betrayed me. We'll have it up for that kind of stuff quick as we can. Oh, not iTunes, podcast. Yeah, the app. Oh my gosh, this set is insane. Adam Braun, thanks, you legend. Yeah, if you guys have any trouble searching the podcast, right now it's on YouTube. It's called the Nate and Koa Podcast. That's the channel name. I think I gotta put the link. Oh, paddling. Go. Oh my gosh, no one got it. Oh my gosh. Potential for the wave of the winter right there. That thing ledged super hard, but that was... Oh my god, guys are splashing water out the back. Tori, looking, not getting it. Oh, Kona. Oh my gosh. That was so gnarly. Dude, I don't mess with those second wave things. There's too much backwash coming out the back.
So I got top 3. I'll go through more of the list.
You have the holy grail right
That was so gnarly. Wow, did he make it right out the back? He did. Look, he's back in the lineup. Sometimes that just happens.
Right off the bat. Scoring in 3rd place, Koa Rothman turning in a 7.1.
Oh, Makai's tripping. You can see his hands on his head. He probably doesn't know, but from where he was, it ledged underneath him.
Yeah, this is all yesterday's, and then they're gonna build.
Oh, don't stress it, Makai.
A 6.3 and an 8.5 at the end.
It's the worst feeling ever when you feel like you missed a wave like that. But oftentimes, you gotta trust your instincts. Like, you pull out and you're like, why did I do that? Like, why would that? You look back and the wave blows its guts out, and you're like, what? Why would I have ever made a decision like that? But your instincts, you've been in the ocean for so long, you have to trust what, not your conscious mind is thinking, but what your subconscious sees and reads, and a lump here or this, that, or water moving a certain way, you make the decision like that, and then when you're asking yourself, why did I make that decision? Most of the time, that was your instincts making that decision. That's what happens on a wave of consequence. You let that part of you take over, because that's the part is to hit survival mode. It's going to be your best chance. Your height reflexes are extremely heightened. Your adrenaline is pumping. You want to let that take over. You want to hit that slow-mo mode and be able to take and make great decisions in split second. If you think about the decision, you're on a lag. You're too slow. Oh, that was the first wave of the heat. That was that weird backlash one, but yeah. Dude, these guys caught so many waves in this heat. Ivan, wave of the heat, I think. That stand-up steez he did before he pulled in. It worked on that one, but not so much on the other ones. But yeah, going back to that wave, Makai may feel like he missed it, or whatever. But there was a huge ledge under him. That was one you needed to be way under on. Way under and way early and moving because that thing ran down the line. So close to 1,000 watchers on the stream. It's dope. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Oh, bad. This wave playing right here. Okay, so we've talked about, and it's been said a bunch, that wave of Kaito. The wave of the winter has been won in the shootout 3 or 4 times that I know of. The 3 I know of is Koa's wave, Kaito's wave, and then my wave at backdoor. 3 wave of the winters in 3 different years in the shootout. How are those odds? It's the best contest ever. There's no other contest that has a track record of being the best days of the year every damn time. Yeah, I'm going to stay on because Koa's in this next heat and I want to watch it. Dorian. I do not mind the Dorian commercial. The GOAT at Jaws. I need to get some advice from him. I need to stop choosing those mean double ups that hurt me. Get the big Dorian roll into the big bowl. Conor McGuire, Ireland. Getting to go over there this year and spend time with those guys after, like, you know, you just see things on Instagram and it's just Portugal, Ireland, Scotland. Like when you're finally there and you meet the people and you get to hang out with them, it's just so good because there's something that happens with, like, it's the big wave community. You just know those guys and you've seen what they do and you know their mindset is going to be similar to what yours is, right? Because you're doing the same thing and everyone has a reason for doing it. But you're like, all right, I feel at home with these friends because I know they make similar decisions as I do and they're willing to put their life at risk like I like to do. And so going over there, spending time with Conor McGuire and Russell Burke was there and meeting all the Irish guys and Ollie Flaharty and Tom Lowe was just insane. Like, people don't really realize, but Tom Lowe and Fergal were pioneering, like, first off, the bodyboarders find most of the waves and they surf them before anyone. Like, they're the gnarliest dudes on the planet. But then comes, like, when it's time to stand up surf some of the waves. Tom Lowe and Fergal were doing stuff 12, 15 years ago that would today be considered super gnarly. Like, whatever happens in the surf industry where some people don't get as hyped as others, but those guys need to have the respect as being some of the gnarliest watermen in the world. I'm talking about, this is before flotation, this is before safety and skis were everywhere. They're paddling out to waves by themselves, rarely even with a filmer. Sometimes they had or a lot of the times they had the guy, and Mickey Smith, I think his name, no, Mickey Smith maybe I'm confusing anyway, his name is Mickey. He was shooting those guys over there and telling them, hey, you need to go surf these waves, and they were the first to do it, and oftentimes alone by themselves. Like, these waves are remote, nobody around. You break your leash, you're doing a half-mile swim in freezing cold water, 15 to 20 foot surf. Like, do people understand how gnarly that is to be doing 15 years ago? Who's this? Joey Johnson. Oh no, I thought this was Koa's team. This is not. This is Team Japan. I don't know who that was.
And we're in Team Japan, heat number 5 of the day. And one of their goofy foots that could be Taichi Wakita.
Oh my gosh, it's going off right now. Going off. Look at this wave. Oh.
Rail to slow down. Trying to hit that
Oh, so sick.
just a quick one, but that was a decent sized wave.
Insane. Okay, wait. I gotta text Koa, see what heat he is.
Jin Suzuki or Shogo Harada. Got a absolute warrior type team. These guys yesterday in their second round was just pumping
calling Koa.
second and third reef non-stop. I said it yesterday on the beach mic. I think they might have spent more time under the water than above the water. You know, just to their credit of being the heat that got the barrage.
Team Japan, I'm not sure who is in this heat. I think it's Wakita's son is in this heat. I'm not sure about the other guys.
Great. It seemed like that might have been like a turning point in the day. So we did have some swirling winds. There were moments where it was quite onshore.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any.
Wow, that was a crazy drop. Get in there, get in there.
Play of Kenshin.
Oh my god, that is so fun. Look, he loves it. That was the most insane claim I've ever seen. Oh my gosh.
As we see,
Oh, that bottom turn.
that's either Jin Suzuki. Oh, sorry, that's Kenshin.
In Jin Suzuki.
I know that
Oh, go, go, go.
Has been a member of their team for years. That's a nice one. This one.
Scorefest. Scorefest.
Taiki Wakita,
Insane.
son of Akita Takayuki.
And this one, I don't think that's Shinpei Horiguchi, even though he's regular foot. Might be one of the younger competitors. Jin Suzuki, part of that team. Shogo Harada as well for Team Japan.
Look how beautiful these lines coming in, Brock.
Yeah. the
Okay, I
angles,
see your question.
consistency, pretty
Ishmael,
solid
I
energy
think.
as well. A lot of it left.
How long did I hold my breath? You can go and watch the video. I played the full on my YouTube. I posted the whole Jaws video. I play the whole wipeout,
These waves.
and you can go and count yourself from when I go down to when I pop up. I don't remember the hold down being super long, but I was also just underwater getting worked, and I spoke about it at length on the podcast as well, the Nate and Koa podcast. You can search that on YouTube. Go over there and subscribe to that, because me and Koa are we'll be breaking down the shootout, his heats in the water, all kinds of things right after this too. But yeah, when you slap and you feel like you're injured, maybe you kind of forget about the violent beatdown that goes down. I know I was really deep because what happened was I inflated, and I was just going down, 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 and I was only thinking about my back and what was happening with my back, how badly was I hurt, and then as I'm going down, I realized like, hey, I'm inflated right now. I pulled one, and I'm still going down, and I need to get up, and so I pulled another one. I think I remember, and then I just went like this because I didn't want to like stroke. I just went like this, and it just slowly bobbed me to the top. Got to the top just in time to like reach up for the deflate, because if you're fully inflated, there's no way to go underwater, and you could take a huge wave like to the face on the next one. So I try to deflate. I got a little deflation, and then I just put my head down, and in that beat down I got pushed way down again, and because I had deflated, I pulled another one, and in the one wipeout and the ensuing waves after, I ended up having pulled all 4 canisters in my suit. So yeah, I mean, the breath hold wasn't an issue that time. And a lot of you probably think, oh, what kind of breath training do you do? Like, what's your max breath hold? I don't do breath training. I probably should, but I don't do breath training. I trust my lungs. I trust my body. I just train, do a lot of in-gym training, cardiovascular training, engine work. I feel like that does an equal amount of help in helping you process carbon dioxide, because when you are hitting a red line in training, you've depleted your body of oxygen. It cannot catch up, and that's why you're out of breath. That's why you're breathing hard. And so that, in a way, in itself, is the training of, what is it? I don't even know the word. CO2, carbon, whatever you're exhaling. I feel like that trains itself. My breath hold, like, if say right now I took a big breath, probably could do a minute and a half on any given moment, but this is the thing, and this is the thing that's always, well, this guy's really deep. Oh, he's not gonna go. Trip me out with people training breath holds and them taking the diver mentality, which is, oh, do a breathe up, hold your breath for a long amount of time at a very low heart rate. When are you gonna be getting a beat down on a wave of consequence or any surf session? When are you gonna have a breathe up and a low heart rate? Tell me that. You're never gonna have it. Never. Like, you just don't have the ability to say, hey, wait, jaws set, I need to do a breathe up before you break on me because that's my max breath hold time. No, like, most of the time, you have half a second. That's your breathe up, just to go pull in air. Like, if you're going to train breath holds, then you should be doing, like, exertion, 1 second inhale, and then do holds there. Like, that I could see actually doing something, but other than that, people are sleeping on adrenaline and how powerful that can be. Those signals, oftentimes they say, oh, your brain starts signaling breathe like long before you're going to give out. The adrenaline blocks that, I think, because oftentimes I'll just go, boom, I got a breath, I'm going over on a 20-foot set of jaws, and I'm not even thinking about my breath hold. I'm just hoping I'm not going to get injured or stay down so long that I don't get the next one on the head. Like, it gets to a point where you do start to feel the burn in your lungs, obviously, if you're down for too long. But regardless, nobody's going to be okay if they're down for 2 or 3 waves. Not if you have the best breath hold in the world or the worst breath hold in the world. Like, you're not going to be good if you're down for 2 or 3 waves. I've had stuff where I've taken such a huge inhale of breath. After the session the next day, I can feel my diaphragm and lungs are really sore because I expanded my lungs. And when you're holding your breath and, like, it's like holding your breath and people giving you body shots because you're hitting water so much that your breath is fully expanded. And, I mean, your lungs are fully expanded. And while they're fully expanded, they're getting impact. So, like, it's a strain on your lungs, but it's not a super bad thing, I think. It's good training.
Folks that are helping support what's happening on the beach and supporting our surfers in the water. What a team effort at Ohana Endeavor.
Babe, we're at 1,100 live viewers. Oh my gosh, look at this wave. Oh, who is this? Go! Oh my god, just too deep. That was rough to watch. 10 foot to the right, he would have been coming out of that. It sucks when you just are there finally for the wave of your life at pipe, and it's just something with just being a little off in position like he was there. That was so heavy. That's Wakita's son, Taichi. So that's like legacy, generational pipeline surfing right there. You guys don't know who Wakita is? He's from Japan, absolute legend. Like, he's has his own bowl at pipe named after him, the Wakita Bowl. And he sits way deep, the most respectful surfer. All of the Japanese surfers have so much respect for the wave and the lineup and everyone around them that they're in turn highly respected in the lineups out there. Wakita has put so many hours and so much time in that backbone. It's ridden so many incredible waves at pipe. It's awesome to see that his son goes out and can follow a similar path. Oh, he had to pump everything as just that, as Kai Lenny would say, the fang lip. Right there, boom. That lip landed at the same time as inhale. What are you going to do? Nothing to do but prepare to meet the reef. Waves like that are so spooky because when the lip lands with power like that, it has this forward momentum and it cuts water open. It like cuts open the surface of the water in the barrel. Oh, thanks for the super thanks, guys. And when it cuts open, it has, there's been times where this just happened to Moana a few weeks ago. Mahina was telling me when Mahina was live commentating and interviewing surfers for the Vans event, Moana said that the lip opened the water and she fell straight to reef, no water before hitting reef. And years ago, this happened to Mark Healy, and I don't know where. I've been telling him to post this clip for so long. He posted it at one point, then it disappeared. It's a GoPro clip. He happened to have a GoPro. You see the lip land, and it cuts out the water, and you see dry reef bare itself, and he just hands out, oh, late, so late. Oh, my gosh. Firing. These guys look like they're on pretty big boards. That was insane. Yeah, but Healy has this clip of the water, the lip cutting and opening and dry reef coming out, and it's the gnarliest thing ever because you just see like him falling and his hands are out, and then just the clip just goes on a dry reef and then water and like a normal beat down. But you know how much I surf with the GoPro. I haven't seen that yet or been able to capture that, and I don't want to. I would rather never get that clip. Cool for you guys to see, but I would rather not have that happen. Oh, yo, that was such a lurchy drop. Pipe is so hectic because of how many factors are happening at one wave. I mean, here you eliminate the crowd factor, which is amazing, and you see how many more good waves are ridden when you cut that crowd out, and how this is a crazy theory, and I've been told that it's maybe not a thing, maybe a thing. I've always said it was a thing. Water displacement. Pipe breaks better, the waves break better on the reef in competition because there's less people out. And oftentimes you'll see there's like pipe is firing and the contest ends and 50 guys hit the lineup and it turns bad. And I know it would be extremely difficult to displace water in the ocean because there's that much happening. But think of how a sandbar displaces water. Or anything that's, you sit in a bathtub and the water level goes up. And now this is crazy conspiracy theory, but I think you put 50 to 100 humans on a reef, it displaces the water just enough off the reef that it changes the way the wave breaks. So you guys can mull that over. Can think about it. They can think about that, huh, babe? Mahina's thinking about it back there. Human frequency can change the lineup. I'm loving these comments. You guys are cracking me up. Mythbusters collab. Mythbusters needs to get out here and figure this out. Lifeguards, salute. Send the salute emoji for the lifeguards and North Shore lifeguards. That's Luke Shepherdson and I think Mo Freitas, two people I grew up with. And two people I would trust with my life in the water. Oh, go, go, go. Yes, he got the pump in. Insane. That's got to feel so good. If he hadn't done that pump, I don't think he would have made that wave. And those type of barrels are the best feeling because you feel like you didn't just ride the wave. You know, you feel like you surfed it. You changed something in your line that made you make it. Versus just like holding on for dear life and hoping to come out. Which is like a lot of times with big boards are like that. Really big boards at pipe, you just hoping. Oh no, froze for a second. Go, go. Oh my gosh. Probably good he didn't go. There's a whitewater line in that thing. But big boards, you can get into the wave early, but you can't control your line as much. And a lot of times, if you take off late on a big board, you see them do this massive bottom turn, and they avoid a huge section of the barrel. But there's certain guys that do it right. Kalani Chapman, Mason Ho. They ride larger boards out there, and both of them get as deep as you can be on barrels. But they're elite. So I think a lot of times you ride too big of a board, you're going to end up bottom turning around the most barrel. And that's what you know what I saw that so bad that was happening. One of the coolest waves, big waves to surf, because it's a beach break, Porto Escondido. 15-foot perfect beach break, breaking like it was a 4-foot perfect beach break at 15 to 20 foot. Everyone on way too big of boards. I get it, you want to get in early, but I've seen the best waves I've ever seen out there. 50 foot of the barrel section missed because you get in so early that you roll around the whole thing. Oh, I think Koa's Heat's next. That was Zeke getting ready. Oh, perfect. I'll just keep streaming. Dude, Casio, CJ, that's another huge thing. It's the paddling and kicking that creates ripples in the water, and you see 50 people duck dive through a wave, the whole thing will foam out. It's the most annoying thing ever. It comes down to this thing that a lot of people have been saying it. Do not go out to pipe on a 10-foot day to catch 2-footers. Wait for the 2-foot day. Like, wait for the 2 to 4-foot day where you're going to be catching the sets of that day. Why would you go out there on a 10-foot day with plans to sit on the way inside and catch a 4-footer? Just don't do it. You're in the way of the big ones. You put yourself in danger of being run over, ruining someone else's wave, or getting caught inside. Like, and then you bring up that brings like the question of like, oh, but how are people gonna learn? That's how I did it. I never sat inside of the outside guys. Me and Koa and our generation started to surf pipe, we stayed way on the side, way on the shoulder. We didn't want the older guys to even look at us or be in their mental space at all. Like, we did not want them to notice us, because like, oftentimes if they noticed you and you took their attention from what they were doing, you were getting snapped at, you're getting yelled at, you're getting sent in. Because they're out there focusing on what they're doing. And so we would stay out of their way at all costs. We were never getting in their way or bailing in front of them or doing any of that. And slowly, you move in. But you move in from slow arc. And each day, you're on the smaller days that you can handle catching the sets. And you're proving yourself. Hey, this is what I look like on a 4-foot set on the 4-foot day. This is what I look like on a 6-foot set on the 6-foot day. This is what I look like on the 8-foot day. And when you prove yourself and your ability and your time put in out there, you gain respect from the older generations. Not going to happen in a season. Never happened in a season. It's crazy. A lot of guys just think one season's all I need. I put in 6 days. I put in 6 days of surfing pipe. I should be able to have my position in the lineup. It's not like that. I put in 10 years before I was sitting next to Jamie. 10 years. Still, I do not look at his waves. Jamie takes waves from me all the time. I don't want to get in his way. I don't want to be him to turn and see me and stop. He's going to lose it. I would never want to get in his way. Him or Flynn or Mikey Bruno or Tamayo or any of those other guys, older guys, I don't want to get in their way at all. I don't want to be in their headspace. Okay, I see you, Ismail, with your diet question. Do you change your diet while injured? Not really. I've been eating a lot of meat, prime rib, a lot of sweet potato, which I've been really enjoying. And what else, babe? Lots of proteins, eggs, tuna. I've been told I'm not allowed to eat hot Cheetos anymore. So, Mahina's leaving on a trip to New York, and I'll be able to eat my hot Cheetos then. Take that. Wow, what is this? What are they showing us here? This is insane. Water clip. Is this Seth? Who is this? Who are we watching here? It's too backlit to see. It looks... That smooth style looks like Seth. Billabong sticker on the nose, maybe.
that it's impossible. That looks like possibly Seth Moniz.
And the coloring too.
Yeah, no hot Cheetos. I'm cooked on the hot Cheetos.
And a goofy foot here from yesterday.
I think this is
I'm loving the slow-mo water footage, but
Benji Brand.
Yeah,
I would-
South African now living on the
I
North
would love
Shore.
to watch the live stream instead of the event.
Really good friends with the Moniz brothers and the Moniz family over the years, and they've kind of hanai'd him into the Hawaii Ohana.
Yeah, and his video parts in the Snap series.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This is what my chef wife
Thing from yesterday, but
has
just
delivered to be the key. Oh my gosh. See, this is what we're missing when we're showing slow-mo clips of another day at Pipe.
opening up for
We're missing guys getting drained.
so they're getting it done on both
I'm here trying to feast on my recovery raw milk cheese
waves.
Parmesan bar. Who gets a block of Parmesan? It's either cheddar or just Parish. Oh, look, this dude's getting in that zone. There's no set coming, but he's in that zone. He made it through. He's got a scratch. Sketchy paddle out at back door these days.
Ezra read us a little bit
Oh,
about
he's going to make it. There's no
but I
sets.
think already that has been
No, I'm not sponsored by raw cheese.
mixed up and possibly
I'm not sponsored by raw milk, but maybe one day.
waves earlier this morning to add to yesterday, but it is
Oh my gosh.
See this backdoor move. So backdoor
It's tough to watch these days firing like this.
right.
yeah, it's the
I'm
same
glad to
way
be here with you guys, my live stream team, but
that happened
And what's I mean
would I rather be in the water? Yeah, probably.
a section at Pipe.
Correct.
So that can add to a little bit of
It's a
confusion.
verb.
It's a verb. Here we
As
go.
well as a noun.
Oh my gosh, go! Go! Oh my gosh.
Please. Oh, that wave just
That would have been, there is no, well,
You see wave do the double spin. You
I'm
see
baffled.
sometimes
You watch the slow-mo replay of that last clip when it pops up. His second pump, his foot slipped on his board. If he had made that pump, he would have had the momentum to make that wave, I swear.
that was a quick kind of
I can't believe that. That would have been one of the waves of the event, guaranteed.
Pleasure to meet you, and it was Kaipo too.
Are you kidding me?
Backdoor shootout a couple years ago when Keito Natsuko
Oh,
was
yeah.
wave. That one looked like a fire hose. The spin of that barrel. We'll see if the longevity.
We need the slow-mo replay, and we're going to see second pump off the bottom. His foot moved on his board. I can't believe that wave.
There's a whole like cataloging of the different types of spit that a wave. And those of you that aren't familiar with what I'm referring to is the kind of the combustion of the air that's in the barrel as it's pressurizing release.
I'm watching you guys. If you guys wonder what I'm doing, I'm looking to the side. I'm watching the chat on my phone.
Spit, like literally spit out of the
Got my eyes on you guys. Now I am the mod.
pipeline. Very faint
If you see me right in here, it's from the Nate and Koa podcast.
mist has that same energy to it.
Yeah, and you know, some of those waves, like you mentioned.
What's your rehab going to be looking like? Jamie's not on island. That's why he's not out right now. But
Washer as some fans checking out the action on the beach, even the four-legged furry family members checking it out. Facing all wave route with action.
oh, here it is. Right. Oh, you know what?
And the wave just spin, still spinning.
This water angle would be great.
There. You know what? His foot didn't slip. His board just, it just like weirdly, I don't know what happened there. As he pumped, he lost like connection to the face and it like didn't get the full speed of the pump. We need a better slow-mo. Something happened on that. It wasn't his second one, it was his first pump. He like wobbled a little bit. Wow. Hawaiian Water Patrol. Shout out Hawaiian Water Patrol. Those of you that just got here, I'm not competing right now because I injured my back at Jaws. And diagnosis is good. Oh my gosh, so under it. Oh. But I don't know. I got to get a specialist to look at it. Something's up with my back. A lot of pain in the mid-low back area. I can barely takes me a little bit to get out of bed. I try to jump into a I can't even sneeze or I'm going to perish. If I sneeze, I perish. It's a fact. But I laid down on my belly and tried to like get to surf stance, and I just like it like seized up. I'm hoping it's like just a really bad whiplash thing. Oh, go 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 go! Making it, not making it.
His brother Daiki Matsunaga we've seen before, but our first look at Kenshin. But
Is somebody going on this one?
Oh, go Koa! That's Koa! Oh my God, wave of the day.
Really?
Oh, what happened to him? He didn't make it.
explosion, it probably blew
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to
I thought he was coming out of that.
He was right there.
The foam ball just got him. Dude, if that wave looked gnarly on a drone, the front angle is going to be psycho.
right on the shoulder.
That's quite specific.
Oh my gosh. Replay. This is not the heat. This is Ivan's heat. We need the Koa heat.
Almost comes out of that barrel, but not quite.
Tori! Oh no!
Heat is part of the wave. The critical is part of the wave.
Whoa.
Like this is the previous
Oh my gosh. Ivan got the wave of the day so far, I think.
recap there.
Come on, show us Koa's replay.
But Team Japan is the team.
That was so heavy.
This is Makai Mack.
Nate, thanks for the shmoney.
Go. Why not show these amazing waves again? Tori Meister's wave right there was just
Baby came running in. I can see you.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
for a backdoor wave.
We love it.
Catching up with our Team Japan surfers that
Please show us Koa's wave. Why are we recapping right now?
really great scores.
No, it's recapping all the heats before, and Koa just had a 10.
Barrels completed at Pipeline. We had barrels completed at Backdoor. This is, I believe, one of Kenshin Matsunaga.
Zeke!
Below in the lineup.
Show us Koa's wave. Show us Koa's wave.
Nice to see Zeke surfing again today. I know yesterday afternoon. I think he took a break.
Yeah. But Team Japan, they put together a collection.
My
of
eyeball is twitching
scores, tightening up
from caffeine.
results. We'll be back with more of the Hui Backdoor Shootout right after this.
We're not going to get to see the replay. Okay, I'm taking this commercial break to go pee real quick. I'll be back. 1 second.
There were times we hit balls of garbage that was so disgusting. You just couldn't believe it. As far as you could see in the ocean was just garbage.
I do feel like there's
Okay, I'm back. Back in action.
they could have better ocean than I even had in the
Tuna. Egg. Cheese. Tuna, egg, cheese boy. Wow, they got the drone far out there.
We have Ezra Rodriguez joining me, Isaiah Walker, and seen some really good surf. We're looking right now from the drone. You can still see there's a lot of energy in the ocean here on the North Shore for this northwest swell. And it peaked last night. We're still seeing it linger on pretty strong. It's
We need to see Ko's replay.
rise than last night when we got
They've probably ridden a bunch of good ones.
Buddy, do
today. We're
know
just seeing
something's
waves
blowing
going
up in the mic.
left and right, and we've had a lot of great rides
Oh.
so far this morning.
See, it's this fan. Sorry.
With heat number 6.
The fan was blowing on the computer. Okay, back to Team Quicksilver. Joey Johnson, Koa Rothman, Reef McIntosh, Zeke Lau.
And this is heat 6, their third serve.
Give us the recap.
Looking at some
Who got the wave?
from yesterday.
This is a badass heat. Zeke on the inside, hunting the backdoor runner. Not going.
Everything can change, so these guys are looking to capitalize. Big scores.
You guys are going to be able to see Reef and do his legendary slow paddle. You've never seen a better paddler than this. Looks like he's not moving. Guy will glide into any wave that comes in. Literally a paddle like this tempo and speed. I guess his arms are just so long, or whatever board he's riding or what, I don't know, but the guy can glide into any wave. You're like, no way he's catching it. Gliding in. Been serving pipe for what, 30 years?
Yeah, we're gonna chase him right now. The
Switching
right
out.
West
I
Osborne.
also seen the master heat sheet. Freddie P was set to
Yeah, last year when I was in Bali,
You know, I seen him on the
and the Mentawais and doing that whole trip, I was actually waiting for a swell at the right, and I was so close to Australia that I was going to jump on a flight over. Okay, replay.
place during the break, and yes, this is Ezekiel Lau pulling in
Zeke
the
got a nug.
comes out in the spit. Fresh wade to Carl. Hair flick to. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Stalling in the barrel.
So fun right now. You could not ask for better conditions
Flick the hair.
to run an event at.
He must have had to train himself
4 guys, 4 of your buddies,
most of his life.
taking turns at 10-foot pipe.
And that was the deal with his dad. You know, you get closer to your principal.
You know what we're going to have to do? If we're not going to get a replay, we're going to have to talk about that wave Ko didn't make on our podcast. We're going to get the full breakdown from him. Oh, someone's whipping it under the lip. Go! Koa again. Go, go, go! Making it. Coming out. Oh my gosh. So sick. Yes.
Been sitting third from yesterday, but we are in heat 6.
Wow, that takeoff was insane.
So things will change, but what a great start for Cole Rothman.
Need the land angle. You could see it on the drone. It was like kind of capping up behind him.
Look like from the drone angle is
He's
super
frothing.
easy.
Just living with Cole Rothman.
Log on and don't forget.
Dang, I wonder what the score. We need live scoring.
Their studio.
If I see that from the front, I'll give my
Follow and please subscribe, guys. For surfing
give my thoughts on
amazing things.
what score I think it will be. Ivan's wave earlier, I'm thinking was like
And you're right, Ezra.
10, 10.5, maybe 11.
Performers yesterday and
Wave of the day so far. Tori had that mental right.
today
I'm super curious about the leaderboard. I didn't watch all of yesterday, and yesterday was more rough. But today, the way the waves are, I think today's a higher scoring day.
We wax. So awesome stuff. We got a bunch of amazing brothers. Brothers Florence, brothers
Is it out of
Matsubara,
30?
and the other brothers.
No, it's out of 12. Here we go. Oh my god, yeah, that drop was so late.
knifed it, bottom turn right in the right time to spit and come
Perfect.
after.
Great technique.
The drop was crazy. He was super late on it.
Drop, pulls into the
Oh,
barrel, right in front of the foam ball.
Yep.
spits, and he's
perfect.
And he knows he needs to slow down. He knows
Not
what
like-
he's doing. He's gonna backboard pipe
Not like one of those ones like that has that shock factor where you're like,
race.
no way, how did he make that up and down on the foam ball? But like the drop was super critical.
Had an amazing wave as well.
And then
These guys are
perfectly situated where you're just on that downhill line. Here's Zeke. Pump, pump, pump. Oof, those are hard. Those waves at pipe turn out to sea, and if you're on your backhand, you feel like you're doing a never-ending bottom turn. It's not like the bottom turn then straighten into a bowl. Reef. Oof. You do like this. The wave, it teepees out that it's so hard that it breaks and goes like that. And so as you bottom turn backside, you're looking up, and you just see like the lip is coming for you, and you keep turning up, up, up. Oh, who's on this back one? Crazy double up. Go, 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 go. Oof. inhale, clamp. You going turning up, and oftentimes the barrel gets smaller and smaller because it's off the reef, and then you just get clamped. A lot of times that happens at pipe on the ones that are really teepeed out. If they're not deeper on the reef, that's what can happen, because as soon as it goes a little more over, there's a deeper water sandbar, it does a flick off the reef and can like turn out if it's really teepeed. But if it's one of those long peeling bowls, it usually hugs the reef better. Like the way waves come in when there's a little deeper water, they come in and the reef pulls them to them. It wants to break on the shallow part, and the energy gets pulled towards the reef.
That boy said, at what wave height do waves begin to feel scary for you?
At what wave height do waves begin to feel scary for me? I would have like a little bit of intimidation today at pipe, because so that's a funny question, because you look at something like Jaws. It's so tall and it's square, but then I could have equal fear on a 20-foot wave at Jaws as I do on a 10-foot wave at Chopes. Oh, go! Whoa, that was so weird. He I don't know what happened there. Bogged off the bottom a little bit. Like the rail looked like it's stuck. Oh, waving? Is he waving? No, I don't know what he was doing. That was so weird. Who is that? Oh, that's Ryder. That's Ryder from Kauai. I know who that is. I think. No, I don't know actually. I'm confused. There's another person in the seat I'm not sure of. Oh, Marco? No, I don't think that's Marco. Anyway, yeah, back to like, what wave height would I start to get intimidated at? I mean, I get intimidated at a lot of, like, you have to think about it in terms of power. A 4-foot slab on a dry reef has me pulling back. Like a lot of those waves in Scotland and like at those really, something like Riley's in Ireland, like you're looking at the scariest 4-foot wave you've ever seen in your life. The cave, like those waves, like the consequence is so high, even if the wave isn't 25 foot, that the fear is more, you know? I'm more afraid of slamming the reef than I am of a big hold down at an outer reef. So it's a funny paradox, because I could be more intimidated by a 4-foot wave than a 30-foot wave at an outer reef, because one, there's a higher chance of damage being done. But if we're just talking in terms of big waves, you're on a gun, you're going to surf some sort of big wave. Squareness obviously has a lot to do with it, but I mean 10, 15, 20 foot, like you get intimidated. It's just like, I guess it would have to come down to where is the point where I say no or I don't want it. We haven't really hit that yet. I mean, I've seen ginormous waves I wanted no part of because it probably wasn't going to be makeable. But if I see a giant wave that looks makeable, then I would want to catch it. So I don't know if that answers that question or causes more confusion. But you can mull that over. Andrea, I have surfed Super Tubos when I was young, but, well, actually there's a few different Super Tubes, so, like waves called that. I don't know which Super Tube you're talking about. There's one in Portugal, there's one in Indonesia. I haven't surfed the one in Indo. Connor Flanagan, yeah, buddy. Good to see ya. This is one of the Irish boys I hung out with when I was down in Ireland. All the Irish boys are legends.
So Umi Aliloa is the son of Liloa, and this amazing stories of him and his prowess and adopting or hanaing these younger children. And interestingly,
Oh, that's Ottman. Oh my god, yeah, that makes so much sense. Ottman's another guy. I just, someone just named him in the chat. Dude, Ottman, backside out at Jaws. Just surfed Jaws with him. Another guy like Tori, Billy, me, except I got wounded. Ottman, oh, and Matahi. Matahi was out there. Ottman and Matahi were out at Jaws going backside. Imagine surfing that wave backside. They both rode huge waves too, and got epic beatdowns. They're sending it. If that is Ottman, I'm so psyched he got switched into this heat because that's a dream to surf pipe with no one out. He's gonna be so psyched. Charging with a GoPro, it's honestly not a big deal to me anymore. I don't get affected by it. Sometimes my teeth get sore, or my jaw gets sore, but you do it so often that it becomes part of your surf program. It's just like my leash or my board at this point. My wetsuit top or wearing a spring suit. To me, the trade-off of having the GoPro in your mouth and then being able to go in and watch your clip right away before Zoard has it downloaded or anything. Like, in the water, I just got back on the lineup, I can watch my clip. That to me is the sickest thing ever because I love just content and being able to watch and like make changes. A lot of people are sleeping on the fact that GoPro shows you don't remember waves, right? Like, you rarely remember waves super well. GoPro shows the line you took, where you pumped, where you made the mistake. And so I've learned a lot about my barrel riding using a GoPro because you can see where an instinctual mistake was made. Oh, I went too high there. Oh, I did have room to get above the foam ball when I thought I didn't. Like, you can learn a lot about your surfing by using one.
He made chief, right, with everything he led into all the protocol. He eventually had to fight against his brother, Hakal, and Hakal was...
I do plan on surfing New Zealand. Hopefully this year. I want to make it over. I would love to explore New Zealand. And my boy, Eli Olsen, is there right now doing some stunt work. Go. Oh my gosh, insane one. Go, make it. Oh my gosh, wave of the day. Wave of the day.
Really?
Not making it.
Fuck!
Fuck!
We gotta see the
Holy
channel
shit.
angle. How far did
He was
go?
just too deep. He's right. No, that's not him. That's a water photographer, I think.
Did he come up yet?
He's just too deep. Where is he at? Oh, he's right there. He looks like he's okay. Those waves are so scary. That thing went so bottomed out. Oh my god, there's the potential to ride the craziest wave today. Oh my god, I wish I could surf a heat today. It's okay, I'm having fun here with my YouTube friends. My internet friends. Love you guys, thanks for tuning in. Dude, Chicken Joe, I saw they got rid of, I thought they banned me because I was like, I'm going live in the chat. I thought they freaking banned me for that. But I don't think they did. Maybe they were just like, oh, go over there and watch it. I thought I was the only one that got deleted from the chat, but you guys are all saying, I'm so stoked you're over here, Chicken Joe. Oh, there it is, the replay. Way too deep. Okay, this angle, way too deep. Go, pump. Dude, inhale. 10 foot too deep. That was a hard wave. Some waves, there's waves that pipe like that do one lip line and one lip impact, and they don't hit like this. So when it just hits in a single impact like that, instead of peeling, there's no second pump. There's no get into the barrel, start driving, and maneuver again. You have no time. Only have time for one pump. And those ones are often the hardest to make. There's actually Koa's Wave of the Winter like 3 or 4 years ago. That's what was so crazy about that wave, is he did one pump thing and then the whole section hit and closed on him, and he made it through all that foam. Like, it wasn't a peeler, it was just the one boom, and he came through, and that was how he got Wave of the Winter. But that last wave, had he come through that, guy would have killed it. But yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna fully do it. In the next podcast, we'll announce how submissions will be open. Joey Johnson looking. Oh my gosh. stood tall in it, but
standing firm.
I don't know. Maybe could have pumped and doggy doored it.
When they get really comfortable, and it also
Do it for the shot, I guess.
adds to the excitement.
Yeah, we'll explain how submissions work. All submissions at the end of the week or the month will be reviewed by Ko and I. And then we'll explain the voting process and how a winner will be chosen and all that. I'm pretty sure I got it all dialed in. It'll be a little different than the traditional one. We'll do it in our own way, but I think you guys will really enjoy that.
Oh wow, what a gentleman! Yeah, what a gentleman. He does.
It's gonna be great, and we'll do it all through the
And it's interesting.
Nate and Co podcast channel. And so, guys, go ahead and subscribe to that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It helps. Like nowadays, the way surfing works, like if you're trying to support a surfer, then you gotta subscribe or do that to their channels. And people are like, "Oh, Instagram, social media, screw that." But like that's how we make a living and do what we do, is numbers on that side of things. It's easier for me doing the whole social media thing because I enjoy it. I enjoy like interacting with you guys. You see them in the chats all the time, talking to Chicken Joe, Solomon, all the boys. It's just part of who I am. Most surfers don't like it though, so it's a big struggle for them. Joey going. Didn't Joey just get one? Oh my God, he's on a right. Go. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, coming out. Oh my gosh.
See?
Yeah,
You should
that
get
was
into how he's
insane.
been super, like really sober and really working on his health.
Yeah, Joey's a Grom that grew up here in Hawaii. He's a little younger than us. That was crazy how fast he got back out and got that wave, because he was just on that left. He's been training super hard. He trains at the gym we train at, putting in the time. He got a couple crazy waves this winter. He's kind of on one of those rolls, so it's cool to watch. Reef stalling into the double up. Ugh, I do not like those kind of waves. They're so scary and wonky and weird. Whoa. Dude, the Joey for dramatic exit, that was insane.
I'm sure he would want to slow down just a little bit more, but you know, there's a few different takeoffs at pipeline, splicing it, dropping down to the bottom, whatever you
The helmet question. Always ask the helmet question.
ask is the surf
Some feel comfortable in the helmet, some don't. My theory is like, yeah, I probably should have it on, but what's the point of having a helmet if it causes the crash? Like, I've seen guys be like, you know what, I'm going to start wearing it, put it on, and smash their head into the reef. And either it's because they think they're protected, or they're, like, just say, like, if you're at home right now and you're talking, put your hands over your ears and talk again. And you'll feel how it changes your perception of noise and sound and reading the environment around you. There is helmets without ears, but it's also something clamping on your head while you're trying to move and look, and it's a taking thought energy. It's taking mental energy that you're thinking about it. I'm sure you get used to it. For me, I need all my reflexes. I need all my peripherals. I need everything. I don't like something clamping on my head, and I get it. It's a huge risk, but that's why we all wear flotation a lot of times. You see a lot of guys in trunks out here, but I think you need people should all be wearing flotation, 100%. Shouldn't surf pipe in chunks. Something's up. If that's Ottman, something's up with his board. 2 waves in a row, you've seen that front rail. Either he's too far up on his board, or there's just something very weird about that board. You see it dragging in the face of the wave. That is not the type of board you want. Yeah, so no name, exactly like you said, you're putting earplugs in because of the cold water. Maybe you're blocking those canals so you don't get that wind-whipped ear thing. Fully changes your equilibrium. It changes your perception, and it can cause your balance and everything to get skewed, so it's super funky. Even the flotation vest, like, it's a sacrifice in agility and mobility when you wear those suits. I was talking to Billy last night, and I'm like, dude, here's Joey's right. We need the front angle. That was a channel angle right here. This thing is so sick. Oh, it's a little.
I don't know. I want to see the front.
Yeah.
It's sick, but it wasn't.
The looking in backdoor angle was definitely better than I thought from the front angle. The looking in angle made it very dramatic, but that angle kind of showed it wasn't that crazy. Still, it's really sick wave.
Didn't get too deep, but nonetheless, nice pocket ride. Bill, awesome ride. Not going to factor into the
See right here. Watch his rail. Oh, not his rail. Just like I said before, it was either his rail or he's too far forward. He shifts forward on his board, bogs out.
Set it up.
Yeah, it was closing out anyway.
And into my discussion about movie goes to battle.
Like some people have a far up barrel stance, but you need a really knifey board to surf that way. Otherwise, you got to be back on the tail if your board is pretty big.
Kung Fu master who's blind, so he can't see, but he's yet one of the most fierce warriors with a spear. And
Reef rolling, the casual reef rolling. I swear that was a 3 paddle takeoff.
Macintosh is gonna slow it down, fade to
Oh
the
my gosh,
lip, grab the rail,
that's the classic reef wave.
exit.
We're gonna see it on Reef's Instagram for years to come.
There on that sand.
Oh, I miss watching him out there though.
He's sick. He's always out there.
Video
He's been surfing it for so long.
Now, Umi, as a smart chief, it took him all to figure out the secret to Imai's
Do you get
success.
bothered at surf tourism,
So
or
good
do
with
people
the
respect the
spear,
natives?
no one could defeat
I
him.
don't really know
Couldn't figure out how he
what
was
that
doing it
question
as a
is.
blind person.
Surf tourism.
Okay.
I'm a surf tourist when I travel.
Right, and then one of Umi's
I always have huge respect whenever I travel. But, so if the question is people traveling to another place, say people coming here to Hawaii, no. When I like, as long as like they have respect for the local lineups. Like people talk about Hawaii localism and this and that, and it's too intense, and oh, why is it there? But that's just not the case. You need to, when anywhere you enter a lineup that's not your home break, you need to respect that people grew up living there, putting their whole lives into it. Like when I fly and I travel and I go to a place, I don't paddle straight out the back and sit the deepest guy because maybe I'm more capable than the surfers out there at the time. Because maybe I can take off from deeper and make the wave. Like I judge the crowd. I sit on the inside of them. I catch a few waves off the inside, you know, like. And if the opportunity comes up and no one else is like wanting it, then I'll go and I'll slowly, as I put time in at a spot, push deeper. But like, you can't paddle out to a new wave and expect the locals to just give way to you and be like, screw localism, I hate it. Like, that's just such a fried take on it. Like, when I went to Ireland, when I went to Scotland, when I went to Portugal, I had huge respect for the local crowds. If there was people out, that's their wave. Like, if they want to take a wave, come straight back out and take another one, I get it. It's your local home break. Do it. Whatever. I'll sit on it, or I'll go on a wave that maybe you're not capable of riding. Like, that's just how it goes. You got to have respect for local lineups and people that grew up there. That's their spot. That's their home break. They run the show. Oh, someone. Who is it? Oh, my gosh. Board came out, but they didn't.
Yeah, just kind of getting caught in the wave, doing some body surfing. He will get back out to the lineup as currently in this heat.
the crowd vibe. The crowd vibe when I went to New York was so funny. So that's something that's hard too. Is like when you show up to a new spot, you don't. There's this funny dynamic. Like you don't know who's a local and who's also flown in because you don't know anyone in the crowd. So it's better to just play it safe. But that crowd, oh, thanks, Susan, freaking dropping the bomb.
Aw,
Yeah, I just play it safe. I just get myself in positions and go on waves where I'm not affecting anyone or bothering anyone. But the crowd where I went and surfed in New York, I've surfed that wave twice. The crowd is intense. It gets packed. And it's a beach break, you know, so like beach breaks the way they are is like little spots turn on. Oh, Koa. No. Who is that? That was not Koa. Is Koa's heat over? No, I see Reef out the back. Was that Koa? Oh, it was Koa. Dude, the guy was doing some freaking agile pumps. He's looking a little more agile than I've seen him. Gotcha. You know what? He didn't make that super deep one. He didn't make that super deep one, so he's doing extra pumps. That's what's going on. He'd be like, oh man, you called me not agile. Why'd you do that? I'm like, sorry. So as agile as it gets. He's an agile little guy.
A lot of our warriors, their names are very, excuse me, here's a replay here. Reef Macintosh is Still a big wave. Reef's still that's tall, 6'2", 6'3".
Oh my gosh. I think this next heat is epic too. If I'm not mistaken, it's Team Snapped maybe. Mason Ho, Mike Ho, Benji Brand, and I forget. But oh, here's Ko's pump one. 3, 4, 5. That was 5 pumps on one wave. That was crazy. It's the coolest thing, and probably something a lot of you guys may not, maybe you realize, maybe you don't. I don't know who you can tell, how you can tell from certain content being put out, but the other day, for example, was an insane day at Backdoor, and I'm in the lineup, and I look around, I see Mason, he's always out, but then I see Uncle Mike, and he's out a lot of the times on days like that, Backdoor. And then I see Coco, and you have an entire family, a dad and his 2 children, all surfing pipe together. And all going on insane waves. Like, Mike Ho still goes on, like, some really gnarly waves. Last year, he had one of the best backdoor waves of the year. Like, when you see, like, wow, Zeke going. Oh, late drop pump. Oh, he got the on-rail pump in. Coming out. No. Inhale. Got him. Was he good? Koa on the next one. Oof, sketchy one. Get out of there. When you see like generational pipeline surfers all out together, it's the sickest thing. It's so cool to see families sharing things, something they love, all like on a perfect day at pipe, and they're all out there and they're all gonna go home. And what wave did you get? What wave did you get? Like, cause you feel that bond with your friends, and they're not even blood, and that group in the water when you're out there. So when you have, like, I get to surf with my brothers and sometimes my mom's sitting on the side, like, when you have family in the water and you're sharing a session like that, it's really sick. Oh my god, reef out the back. Not going. Whoa, the boil. Watch out. Go. Oh my gosh. Koa. Mental drop. Yep. No, wait, that's not Koa.
Hey, Palmer, you're fired.
I'm fired, commentator. Koa is on a different colored board. Oh my god, it's so funny. That's not Koa. I don't know who that was. I don't know. Yeah, that guy was Goofy. This is Koa. I don't know who that was on that other wave. I think they're switching guys out in the heat halfway through. I think that's what's going on. Reef.
Oh, like 2 gets to go and then they switch.
Reef, Koa, and Zeke have been in the heat the whole time. Ottman and Joey, I think one of them may have been switched out. Oh my gosh.
What is that strategy for?
Well, you have a team like Team Quicksilver where there's a lot of guys and some guys will share a spot maybe. Maybe that's what's going on.
So you don't really get a chance to win individually, but you can win as a group.
Oh, you'd win individual if you got the 2 best waves of the event.
Amazing heat. You're watching the Backdoor Shootout 2023. This is our final day of
NBT, what's up?
Quicksilver, their team. We're gonna be right back with more action, so stay with us.
Wow. I'm not a fan of the drone because it kills the size and intensity of the wave, but when it shows that reef and sandbar shot, it's insane.
Surfing is Hawaii's gift to the world of sports. It really is something that emanated.
Yep. This next heat's gonna be epic, and I hope if the wind stays off, then all these guys are gonna get 2 times. They're gonna be able to surf twice, and so, oh, there's John right there. They're gonna be able to surf twice in these conditions, and I'm telling you, I bet the winning scores are gonna come out of today's event.
It was a cooperative effort between surfers and contests to try to advance the concept of professional surfing.
IDS and professional surfing.
Chris Beck, no, I didn't go to college. Didn't finish high school. But got my education on the road, I guess. I do have a lot of interest in other stuff, but in my opinion, I feel like you can learn everything you need. If you want to learn something, the internet is there for you. You don't need I don't know. Some people go to college for specific things, very specialized things. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to do that kind of stuff. But like for just like, I don't see the going to college and partying for 4 years. Like you can party and not gain debt, but if you're really interested in something, you don't have the funds to do it, you can learn it on the internet. If you're really motivated to learn, that's when you learn the fastest. You absorb the most information. A lot of the things I learned was through reading, was through YouTube, doing all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do not have a college degree, so maybe don't listen to me. I guess too, like probably job applications need to see that degree, so it's worth it for that alone. You can show up and get a higher paying job because you have a degree. So
I can remember that day because it came to that point and the energy, or you know, it was so high, it was so tense.
We had to walk a tightrope between accommodating them and keeping the contest.
yeah, I don't know, it's the weekend, so like the whole MRI thing, people are taking off work, so I might not get that specialist to check it out until Tuesday, I guess. We got Martin Luther King Day on Monday, and so we'll wait till Tuesday to get results back. But you know what, like today, moving around, it is feeling a little bit better, and here's my hope, is it was just a bad whiplash effect in the muscles surrounding the spine and below the ribs. And I feel like that could create the soreness, because I've seen people injure themselves deadlifting, where it was just muscular, they pulled something, and they say, oh, I pulled something in my back, and they were sore for a few weeks and got over it. I'm really hoping the specialist comes in and says, hey, there's nothing wrong here, you just need to rest. And not something like you bulged a disc, or you did this, or you something pulled, or you have a crack in your bone. I mean, those are all pretty much, I hope it's everything except a bulged disc, because the bulged disc seems to affect people. It pushes on the nerve. It does like horrible things, years of pain and recovery and doing all these things, and eventually surgery. Hope it's anything but that. Fracture or crack I can heal from. Whiplash or a tweak or anything like that, I can heal from it. So I'm curious to see what these guys are riding right now. I bet you Ko was on a 6.6 in his heat. Big first reef pipe. I'm guessing Ivan was on like a 6.3 or 6.4, maybe a 6.2. His board did seem a little bit short, but then he got the wave of the event, so it's all on the surfer and whether you want agility and mobility on the wave or you want to roll in. But today I would probably ride my 6.6 with my fins, my thruster setup, my FCS setup. Oh my gosh, huge barrel. Who is this? Coming out. Oh, he stalled too.
That was beautiful.
He stalled. It was because it's those big slow moving ones. You stall and then, who is that? I think that's Seth. Oh, he's splashing water. He knows he shouldn't have stalled. Oh, you know who's in the seat? Is Clay Marzo. That's insane. Dude, everyone's look. You see all those guys looking in? They're all wondering what happened. Worst feeling in the world. You get the best wave. You know you're in the spot, and you make the wrong decision on stall or gas, or you hit the stall and it runs right when you do that. It's so frustrating because you just want to get the read right. Damn. You see that frustration when they splash water like that. It's not like at anything but themselves. Like, you're not like, oh, screw this. It's nothing like that. It's just you have frustration at yourself for making a bad call on a really good wave. Like, a lot of times you see that and surf people are like, oh, they're ungrateful. Look, they're throwing a fit. And sometimes that happens, but a lot of times it's just pure frustration at yourself. Like, I've had sessions where I just get so mad. 6 no makes in a row, and you're like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I making these weird decisions today? Go back, watch footage, check your gear, do the whole thing, or do the classic and blame everything but yourself. I'm good at that one too.
I couldn't
Yeah, it's cool when people show passion.
Yeah, passion.
pipeline hammers. So everybody's continuing to pour out
Not the real Chicken Joe says spotted the low battery thing. I got my charger right here.
volume of scores that we're gonna see. Yesterday it was like pick up
Yeah.
maybe clean. If you can get one, you're gonna be stoked. Or don't get one at all.
My viewers are looking out for me.
And just kind of
No, you can't
holding their
turn the
cards.
fan
I'm turning the fan on me. I'm getting all worked up here on the chat.
Today it's gonna be the quantity of scores, and the people that I don't envy the most right now are Flynn, Doug, and Bart.
Thanks, Ishmael. Ismail. Oh, who was that? When was that?
To see Swivel Hips, Doug Silva, one of my favorite goofy footers.
Oh, Mike Ho.
Rips, and
Oh my gosh. Go, Uncle Mike. Go.
as
Oh my gosh.
down hard on his back. This is
Oh, this is the stall one.
Well, one of the cool things about Team Snap 5
Dude, that
is that
that was a hard barrel. It was a barrel you couldn't really be deep in. Oh, Clay Marzo. So sick that Clay is in this event. Such a fun barrel rider to watch.
with the stitches,
Got that relaxed, chill, kind of Ivan style thing. He's older than Ivan though, but Clay's from Maui. One of the best aerialist barrel riders in the world. Oh, perfect. Oh, I'll just take this perfect little TP right. Thank you. Speaking of Clay, Uncle Mike out the back looking. How old is Uncle Mike?
Well, let's talk about how Uncle Mike is
Oh my
surfing and
God.
dry reef with Mason. Like, sending it
Literally surfing dry reef slabs
with Mason.
with Mason like he's 20 years old. The guy is the beast.
to be
And he hasn't aged
scored
though
and
because
logged
he just
in.
stays
Yeah.
with him.
And like I said, I'm not envying Joel Centeno.
Uncle Mike is 53. It's
Oh,
insane.
he's young still.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot for our
Pretty,
For doing
pretty
that,
older for doing out of pipe on a 10-foot day.
as well. So follow Joel and all the
64? Okay, you guys are getting all different answers. He's 64?
making
Well, he's
I thought
older
he
than
was in
that.
his 60s.
He's older
I
than
thought he
that.
was in his 60s.
That's 55.
happen, which is so
I thought him and Derek were in their 60s.
success.
excellent surfers.
It's so sick because him and Uncle D used to just surf out there, splitting peaks. Like, even in their elder years, it's so sad that we lost Uncle D.
Put in their time as professional surfers.
Hearing about, like,
Now they got big roles.
someone who is so psyched on pipe that they're not just out there on the perfect days when they know they can go get a clean one. Like, if it's weird, if it's west winds, if it's backwashy, if it's currenty, they're out there, like,
On his back.
pushing it, trying to get a nug, knowing they could potentially surf into a window. Like, that's just a lifetime of dedication to surf. Never losing, like, the hype to be out there and get a good one, and the one that'll just make your day for that day. You try and go again the next day. Find little things that make you happy.
This is their third surf. So much
Yeah,
is
like you
changing.
said, we
And
see
hey,
Nicolas
Rock,
and
they're going to be
Germany.
surfing a fourth time today.
Yep, Makoho. Uncle D's son has been out at pipe the last few. Wow, it's a drone shot of the reef.
I love that drone shot with the
Insane.
separation, the edge of the reef basically right there. All the photographers over sand right now.
Wow, you can see the whole reef line right there.
Pipeline does its thing, but
The perfect example of what pulls the wave in. You see where it breaks first on the reef.
I was talking about the swell.
And you see how it fades into the sand. That sand is not deep. There's coral just under the surface of it.
With the little brush, and that west swell sweeping all that sand over towards the north of the break, and where the surfers are, where that dark area is, obviously the reef that's below. But
Solo Man, what's going on?
Shines in the reef.
What the heck? That was such a late drop. Oh my gosh, go, go, go. Wow, you know who that is? That's Josh Moniz. Rodeo flip on the end. Dude, that drop was insane. Oh, Benji? Yep, Benji Brand. Whoa, that was a heavy kick out. That was a kick out in like a gnarly part of the face of the wave. Like when you, sometimes when it's that heavy, you kick out, you go to kick out there, and because your forward momentum, it wraps your legs fly as you like are trying to penetrate, and you just go straight back over the falls. So like the heading into a closeout mid-barrel kick-out is so tricky. You would think like, oh, I'm just going to dive into the face of the wall, but you got to not forget your forward momentum. I did a video like this on my YouTube of how to exit in the barrel. I talk about all this. Who's this? Clay. Oh, sketchy drop.
something was either too something
guys have no time because you're too.
If you have room in that barrel, you want to do a little bit wider bottom turn and then scoop straight up. And if you get that straight scoop angle, then you kill that forward momentum speed, and then you scoop out the back. And this is something like we're talking about pipe in this scenario, but you guys could be working that on in any scenario at your local beach break or at your local barreling spot. Do not just dive headfirst into the side of the wall because your body's just going to wrap with the forward momentum and you're going to do a spin and you're going to go over the falls.
Very testy, I should say. And then you come into this final day of our holding period and final day of gold. Thank you, Lord.
I don't know who's winning. I need to see the scoreboard because today there's been some insane waves ridden, and if those same guys got really good. So Ivan had. I didn't see the waves in the morning heat yesterday, but Ivan's wave today is going to be a really high score of the event based off what I've seen so far, and his wave yesterday was like pretty good. It wasn't like shock factor good, but so I think he'll have 2 good scores, and I can't remember. I think in this event it's top 4 waves scored. Are your top 4 total puts you on the leaderboard. Is Mason in this heat? I see Uncle Mike, Seth and Josh, and Benji and Clay. I don't think Mason's in this heat actually. He might be in a different heat.
What size board do you think Uncle Mike's riding right now?
Maybe like a 610 or
610? He goes for a little bit more foam for him. He's smart. He's from that.
Tim Brunnett saying Koa Rothman or Koa Smith in the morning. I didn't see his wave.
school where learning how to manage and maneuver bigger boards.
What's going on in this chat?
But there's also that generation, like I'm going to throw it out there, Uncle Matt.
Chicken Joe and Susan having a feud in the chat.
Windsor boards, and he was riding a 6062.
It's never a dull moment. Oh, Koa Rothman's wave? Oh, yeah, in his heat. No, I did see it. I think Ivan's was better, though, and that's not because he's just... Wow. That drop was so late. I want to see the slow-mo side angle. He's guaranteed inverted.
Josh, good to have him back in competition.
I was inverted.
2 years ago, he had that massive.
We need that side angle.
He is surfing so good.
Side angle pause. Dare I hit pause on side angle?
He's definitely on his way.
Oh. Inverted. Right there. Hit pause at the perfect time.
Looking at the water shot.
Told you guys.
Inverted drop somehow sticks the rail. and
Getting mastered this live stream thing.
tried for a little
Take away from the
acrobatics at the end. It was Benji Brad, just a quick in and out. That one just exploded.
Yeah, not liking what he's seeing, so he's out the back.
Right, mini right.
Back door, medium.
He's having a heyday out there. Guys are getting more barrels in these single 30-minute heats than would take days at pipe with 100 guys out.
Folks for tuning
Days.
in.
That's what's cool with the shootout too, is like
Backdoor shootout presented
you have control over, like they're like, yeah, like, have your filmers film it, no worries, you use it how you want in your videos after. And so a lot of these guys, like, they're getting tons and tons of clips that they can use in their video parts down the road. There's no like lock on like a lot of times WSL has, you have to go through them to get the clips for the contest, basically.
Walker has been such an amazing addition to
Crazy.
this event the last handful of years plus, and enabling us to bring you
A lot of good camera angles. Hui did a good setup for this live stream with Surfline because they have an angle looking into the right, an angle looking into the left, and a straight-on angle. And so you get to see every different angle of every wave. Sometimes a behind angle of the left, you're like, was he really that deep? And he may have looked in the whole time, and you see the front-on angle, and they weren't. So to have the triple angle, looking into the right, looking into the left, and a front-on. Oh, and a drone on top. Like, shout out to Dehui for the killing it on the stream game as far as camera angles and everything.
also help
Makes it epic for us to watch. So with my, okay, we're on 1080p.
we enjoy bringing it to you.
Yep, there's so much to do with our surfing culture. Kanaka, hey,
Chicken Joe, what kind of call is that? John hasn't been to Porto in years.
Any teams get mowed over as we got
Oh
two
my gosh, who is this?
nice and deep.
Seth.
I believe
Go,
that is
go.
Seth Moniz.
Oh my gosh.
Midline pump through this pipe.
Perfectly rad.
That was beautiful.
Air. Hey.
I mean,
Shish.
Air guy, a pipe.
and
there's a great reason we're not competing in WSL big wave events. There is no events. They took all our tour events away. We used to have the sickest lineup. We had Porto, Jaws. Fiji was on standby at one point. Like Fiji was a standby event. If the Thundercloud came, we would compete there. And then Nazare, which wasn't. Oh, Maiko on a bomb! Wow, that was so sick. Nazare was a nightmare event. I just got so worked out there. But that was our lineup, and they slowly took away all those events till there's only Jaws left, and they didn't run that last year. So the Jaws event is still left, but there's all kinds of controversy over that. I wish we still had a tour. It would be insane. The event at Nazare was, it was just, it was early in the Nazare paddle days, and so like the safety teams and everything, like it was just it was chaos and nightmare. I remember not even getting scored on my best wave of the event, not making the heat. I remember getting caught inside and catching so many waves on my head to the shoreline that it wasn't from a hold down, it was just from continuous short hold downs that I was nearly unconscious. And I saw the guys on the ski, but there was just certain guys like hired that would not go into the impact zone at certain times. Like it was a nightmare. And Abe Lerner was there from Hawaii. I remember him doing safety, pretty much like one of the only guys that would go into the impact zone at that time at Nazare, capable enough to grab somebody. He was doing safety the entire event for 6-man heats. There was other skis out there, but a lot of times they weren't the best drivers at that time. Be better now because there's guys that have been out there for years training on skis. But
You also get used. It's the old Hawaiian story. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna do this.
Zord.
We're gonna fly you here.
Zord.
Man, I've heard it all before.
And so, guys like Uncle Mike
Zord, what are you doing in there?
really, like you said, as we nailed it, paved the
Zord
way.
came up and his name has a little screw next to it. It's him, Zord the moderator. Zord chat moderator. Everybody behaves themselves. Zord's gonna modify this. Moderate this. Modify and moderate. Moderate and modify.
Give a shout out to brother Tom tuning in.
Yeah, Tom.
And a memorable pipe wave surf by a European surfer in the last 10 years. You know, gosh, we have had some European standouts, you know, namely, I want to say from like Portugal. A lot of Portuguese
So we gotta leave
surfers
Chicken
that
Joe and Solomon alone. We gotta leave them to do their thing. It's
think of, you know, would be
Heat.
like Federico Moraes, who's done really well
Killer.
at pipe
Heat
wave. Thank you, Tom, for tuning in.
5. I want to know.
Dylan,
Ivan was heat 4, 5, 6, 7. It's heat 7 right now, Zord. So one more heat 8, and then well, I guess there's a lot of time till Ivan surfs.
Learning in cold water, you guys are so hardcore, bruh. And the Daish family, Eli, the Little Ripper, and all the Ohana, you guys take care and be safe over there. Stay warm.
Favorite wave so far this winter?
But keep surfing. You guys inspire me.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
truly
I don't know.
utter
We haven't traveled enough this winter yet. I could say like the last 365 days was
is done around the world, and it's
the Europe section. I don't know though because the Lance's Right days were so insane.
Yeah, rip it up.
Oh, who's up?
grabbing
Whoa! Lost his fins.
Wow, fins, buckle.
I think he's missing fins. That was so weird. Either he slid out on his rail or he doesn't have his inside fin.
either
Who
from
was
the
that
water
from?
angle
Seth.
in slow motion.
He's gonna check his fins right here.
So-
Oh, he's shaking his head, shaking his hand.
For the ski because
Guarantee he lost his fin.
is the fin.
I wonder what happened. Either it hit him on the wave before, or he did the old not screw your fin in trick.
I just had a vision of little Eric Diaz.
Damn, that's the worst feeling when you just lose trust in your equipment mid-face. You're like, wait, this is not supposed to be happening.
Surfer that was
Hey, I'm like these guys.
yeah, the backside bottom turn seen and heard around
I
the
wonder how much time's left in this
This
heat.
Mooney's legacy. I know this guy could surf pipe with a middle fin and a right fin.
yeah,
Looks like
yeah,
Excuse me, left fin.
Oh,
Kinda
not
like-
going.
even no fins.
Yeah, no fins.
No
That's a
fins.
humbling experience, but
Ivan's heat's in a few hours.
Competition before the stand-up paddle and the longboard start.
Yep. After this heat's over, I'm gonna take a break, you guys.
I mean, the guy had so
But I'll
much
be
fun
back.
the first day, doing every division
I'll start the
from
stream again for Ivan's
Claymore's
heat
all
through Dakota's heat again. Oh, Clay Marzo getting clamped.
Just positioning is everything if you're gonna make a wave and pipe.
Can't believe they're scoring this day.
creature.
Water Patrol getting Seth Moniz back out there.
Yep, so kind of cool. I don't know what
Favorite board shorts manufacturer? Well, I just came out with a signature line with Vans. If you guys haven't checked it out, you should. I made pants that are, you can zip off the legs. So they're like pretty comfortable travel wear pants. Cold on the plane, legs on. Get off the plane in Mexico or Tahiti or Indo or wherever, warm climate, or start off cold in the morning, gets hot through the day. Take the pants legs off. I went full dad pants mode. Not only does it have zip-off legs, it has 2 cargo pockets for holding everything you ever need to hold, 2 pockets above the cargo pockets, and 2 pockets on the back. We're talking 6 pockets, 1 pair of pants. Talk to me about efficiency. Nobody's ever seen dad pants like this, even though I'm not a father yet. We've had cat children, but no human yet.
And just shows you Hawaiian ingenuity still in practice. Big time.
And then I made, so yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked there. I was looking over at my wife, thinking about babies. I made a shirt and board shorts that are epic. I have reef booties and as well as a windbreaker jacket.
Thank you, Uncle Terry, Uncle Brian, Uncle Mel, Uncle Dennis, and everyone that you guys have trained all the way down the line. Kavika Foster, namely my main mentor. So shouts out to all you guys, bro.
I remember when you got into this announcing.
Craziest wave I didn't have on video, wish I did. There's been waves over the years that were missed that are just painful times when you get the wave of your life and you don't miss. But oftentimes the best waves I've had have been during like super session scenarios, and so it was well documented. But there was waves when I was young. Oh my god, I know the wave. Actually, I just remembered it. Thundercloud swell, Fiji. It's 25-foot Fiji. That swell that Ramon rode that huge tow wave. The next day after the big tow day, it's 25 foot out of Fiji. It's sheet glass, barreling like unbelievable 20-foot barrels. Lori Towner paddles that insane wave where he butt drags down it and like pulls up into it like it's pipe, but it's like huge. I was like, okay, level raised. Next set, I'm going. Like, I'm going to do it like a pipe drop. I'm on a 7-0. Or no, I'm on a 7-5. This wave comes. It is so big. Like, massive. Paddling so late on it. So under it. The wave is way too big for the board I have. Oh, hold on. Someone's looking at this wave. Ooh, too much backwash. Anyway. Knife this thing on my backhand. And backhand on a bigger board is far more difficult than fronthand is on a bigger board. I knife this thing like I'm at pipe, and I realize I'm late, so I straighten the drop, and I airdrop like 4 foot on this massive bowling wave in Fiji. Land the airdrop, sink in my side leg, complete bottom turn, let go, and do a no-hand pump in a 20-foot barrel at cloud break. Pump, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh, Uncle Mike on an insane one. Airdrop. He just did what I was talking about. Airdrop to connect to pump. Wow, and he finishes it with a turn. That was so dope. Oh my gosh. That was so sick. Anyway, that's the last of the heat. Get the no-hand pump in. I don't end up making the wave. Like, the lip lands and I travel. But the drop was to this day the best backhand drop of my life. I get worked. I get pop up. I get another wave on the head. Kai comes in and grabs me. Kai Garcia grabs me on a ski. My father-in-law, Mahina's dad, grabs me, picks me up. He's like, what happened? Did you get caught inside? I'm like, no. Like, did you not see? Like, I just had the biggest drop of my life. And he's like, we didn't see it. And then I get to the side and I asked, Russo was there. There's plenty of guys filming. I'm like, did you get the clip? Like, I need to see this drop. No, we didn't even see the wave. It was so far up the reef. There had been like a wave in front of them, and they came over the wave just to see this huge one blow its guts out, and they hadn't even seen me inside of it. There's only photos of it, these crazy photos, and there was no video clip of the drop in my life, and I'm sure you guys know what I mean when I say drop of your life. Like, you can have a drop, and even if you don't make the wave, you're as satisfied by making the drop as anything. Wow, that was such a sick wave. And so I was pretty bummed because there was guys with red cameras and would have had an ultra slow-mo and like this insane vertical airdrop on a massive Fiji barrel, and it just wasn't documented. There's only photos of it, and the photo is still one of the coolest photos I've ever had. But okay, that wraps up the heat. I'm gonna take a break after this set, and I'll be back later for Ivan's heat again. I'm hoping he gets a couple backup scores, because if he does, he's gonna be looking really good on the leaderboard. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. I'm out. My loyal subscribers, live viewers, that was really fun. I'm injured, and so you guys are making my day a lot better by being here. Get to spend time with you guys instead of just sitting moping about how I'm not firing pipe. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Signing off. First, let's see what this TP's gonna do. Oh, it's almost getting bigger. It's like second reefing. This guy's gonna get caught inside. Yes, he duck dived. Okay. Okay, bye now.